Hey, what's up everybody? So I just picked up this property behind me here, and I think with a little bit of elbow grease, we're gonna be able to turn this thing into a diamond. Just kidding, that is on our property, but the property we actually bought is this house behind me here. Let's go out front here and I'll show you what it looks like from the curb. Ooh, hot tub, those are fun. Anybody wanna join me in there? So in today's video, we're out at a property that I just picked up at the foreclosure auction. I haven't been out here yet, but since the purchase took place, got the previous tenants out of here. My construction manager also got the property trashed out, which is good because today we'll be able to get a good look at exactly what needs to be done here. And then also, this property actually sits on 2.5 acres of land, which is great. And it's in a phenomenal area close into town. In addition to the trash out, we also had the skid steer come in here and basically remove all the briars and brush. As you can see, all this dirt area, that was just a ton of briars. So we'll be able to get a good idea of what's going on with the land as well. Okay, so judging by the exterior, this place has quite a bit of deferred maintenance to it. We got gutters hanging off here. We've got holes in the garage door up here as well. The driveway is almost non-existent, like they haven't laid any gravel down in 10 years, and the natural landscape is basically just taken over. But deck's got a little bit of wear. This is never a good sign. When you got just a bunch of claw marks on your front door right here, I can almost smell the animals from outside the house. Oh, yeah, stinky. First off, these floors are completely destroyed. At all the seams here, they're literally bubbling up. It's like they dumped water all over them or something, because they're just like, they're starting to swell. No apparent leaks in the roof or anything. I mean, all the sheetrock is intact. I don't know if it was they had a bunch of dogs in here or what they did to this flooring, but this is crazy. I wasn't really planning for all new floors, and additionally, them being damaged like that, I'm a little concerned on how they got damaged. I'm hoping there's no other issues. No leaks anywhere, or there wasn't like a plumbing break that took place that like flooded out this room or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out, but we'll go over some numbers here at the end of this video on what we think this is all gonna cost. Whoa, holy smokes, look at this. More issues with the floor right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is just, yeah, this floor is completely rotted away. So we'll need to do all new lighting throughout the house, including this ceiling fan that's about 6 feet off the ground. that if it was rolling, it would crack you in the head. So that'll be included in the lighting bill. Get that tucked up against the ceiling so it's not a danger. Obviously, we're gonna add doors and trim to the budget. The doors are just absolutely destroyed. Trim, there's no way we can save any of it, and it's even missing in a lot of areas, like down along the carpet here, the floorboards are all missing in here. This house smells so bad that any sort of trim that you do try to leave, even after you paint it, a lot of times the smell just absorbs into that wood, so it would be a bad idea to try to save any of it at this point. So, no soliciting. That's kind of funny. On the interior of the door, no soliciting. I like that. Okay, so the county has this place as a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet. This is one of the bathrooms here, just the hallway bath. At least I'm hoping there's a second bath in the master. We haven't confirmed that yet, but completely wrecked. There's nothing we can save here. We got shit-stained toilets and rusted out bathtubs. So this thing is getting a full gut in here. Cruising down the hallway, heading into what I believe would be the master, and I'm hoping to see, okay, good, master bath. This is important. If we didn't have this, oh, whew. I thought it was a half bath for a second. I only saw the toilet and the vanity, but tuck it around the corner and there's a 3/4 stand-up shower, which is good. So sometimes when buying deals sight unseen or at the auction, things like that, which auction is usually sight unseen, you usually can't get inside the properties. You're just going off of county record. And I've bought in properties like this before where it says it's a 3-2, and you're expecting there to be, you know, a master bath like this, and then once you get inside, there is no master, and it's actually a 3-1, or the second bathroom is off of like the laundry room. Situations like that can drastically change the end sales price of the home. So I'm just happy to see that there is a master, because that's what we were expecting when we were evaluating the property. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it on the interior here. This is only, like I mentioned, it's only 3 bedrooms. One thing I'm not super excited about is the 1,400 square foot house. I was hoping to see a little bit bigger of a master bedroom, is maybe only 11 by 11 feet. So it's a pretty small master and a super, super crammed master bath. So I'm happy we have one, but we're not gonna be able to fit any sort of double vanity or anything like that. It's just a single vanity master, which better than no master bath, but a little bit of a downfall and a functional obsolescence for this property as a small master. But you can get baths here for 25 cents. So, I mean, obviously soap and towels are gonna cost you extra. So a little bit of an upsell there, but we can all use a little extra walking around money in this economy. So, ooh, I really like this. I'd like to know from you guys in the comments, what do we think about this cabinet right here in the master, this stained glass or whatever we got going on here? I'm kind of digging the medicine cabinet just on the side of the wall next to the nightstand. Let me know what you think. Let's take a step into the kitchen and just check out these cabs for a moment, because when I first walked in the door, they don't look terrible, but we do have a few missing doors. Those aren't, I mean, yes, those are shelves, but that's because there's a door missing. Like this one right here is in actually decent shape. I don't know what's going on back there. There's a pile of something in the back corner there. I don't know what that is. I'm not touching it either, so don't ask me to. There's a couple of the uppers that you could salvage, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, look at the sink basin here. This thing is completely busted out here. It looks like the sink's about to fall through into this lower cabinet. You could make a case to try to save some of these, at least the uppers, but at the end of the day, by the time you do that, it's more work. It'll be more cost effective to just do a whole new kitchen here, all new cabs, new counters, new appliances, because everything else in the house is gonna be new. So basically, when every surface needs to be touched in the house, it makes less sense to try to save things here and there to save a buck, because it makes these things stand out like a sore thumb to the buyer. So this is a full go on this kitchen for sure. All right, what do we think? Do we think if I kick this door, you think it flies off the hinges? All right, we'll keep them, Clark. Bonus points in the comments for anyone who can guess where that quote's from. Okay, so that's a wrap on the interior. We're gonna go over numbers on this deal in just a few minutes. Before we do, let's go check out those outbuildings I was mentioning, and also just get a walk around the four sides of the house, see if there's any other exterior work that we need to be budgeting for. So one thing I did notice when I pulled up is we do have a metal roof. I mean, metal roofs usually have like a 50-year lifespan on them, from what I understand. So I'm hoping that we can actually salvage this roof, given that we have to touch every other surface in this house and it's gonna be a pretty expensive renovation. If we could save ourselves 15 grand and not have to put a new roof on it, we'll have to have that looked at and just make sure that is the case. So another thing I noticed when I pulled up was that the windows are vinyl, which is a great sign. Now, we're always gonna try to save windows if we can when they're vinyl, but a lot of times with a house like we have here, where there's been a bunch of animals inside and it's just like awful condition, until we go through and literally like open every window, test the latches on the interior, you actually don't know if you can save the windows. A lot of times those latches get busted off, they don't slide properly, so it's good that we have vinyl windows, but we're gonna literally need to go through window by window and check the operation of them, and then make a determination if we can save some or if we need to just replace them all. So obviously we had some gutter issues in the front, and that is also on the rear of the property as well. That side's hanging off too. I don't know if you can see that, but all new gutters are gonna need to be had on this property. Another item here that's a pretty big expense item, man, decks are expensive. We're gonna have to figure out what we do here, because this thing is completely trashed. I mean, the deck's literally just like falling apart in the middle there. For sure gonna be tear this entire deck out. It's just whether or not we put something back in similar, or we just do like a small concrete patio or paver patio here. Honestly, the deck's a little overkill. We're gonna have to address some sort of back patio area, like I said. Okay, so I got eyes on our outbuilding right now, and unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be adding much value to our property. It looked a lot better in the aerial footage. Right now, it's got a bit of a lean to it. So anyway, let's go check it out at least. it's not looking too hot. There's a couple of just random little outbuildings too, and like from an aerial shot, you just see a few different roofs on the property, so you're like, oh, cool. There's a couple outbuildings. You got one over here, which is just, I think it's just a chicken coop or something, so there's no value there. This, couldn't tell you what this little thing is. And this beauty right here, Clark, let's go look, let's go take a look. Oh no, no. This is not good. Oh man, they literally use it as just to throw all their garbage in. Like, it's just literal like food waste. I don't know if you can get a good angle on this, but it's just like the trash from their kitchen they took back here and just threw it in this falling over building. So that is a fairly big added expense when we're talking about now having to demo this structure, because it is not salvageable. It's leaning, I mean, it might fall on me here during this video, I don't know. But then on top of that, just getting rid of all this trash. I don't think the camera's doing it justice, but like all the way across this building, and then in this little room right here, it's stacked 6 feet high. So there's a lot of trash to get rid of, and it's just gonna be an added expense. So demo, trash out, still to come, unfortunately. Any of you viewers want some reclaimed barn wood, let me know. So one thing too, I don't know if you can tell, but since there was just so many briars on here, now that we've cleared them out, I'm literally walking over just garbage and debris that's just been, I don't want to say underground, but it's underneath all the brush. So there's additional trash out, not even just with the building and the trash inside that, but just all over the land as well. They were just using this as basically like their personal landfill, which is disgusting. Siding also appears to be in good shape. I don't see any, well, there's a few spots, I don't know if you can see, but there's a hole down there, but the majority of the siding appears to be in good shape. If we can salvage roof and the majority of the siding and like half the windows, that'd be a win. Okay guys, so let's get into the numbers on this deal. So we bought this property, like I mentioned, at the foreclosure auction. We paid $300,000 for this house. And again, sight unseen, not able to get inside. You saw the condition. It's worse than I was thinking. After that walkthrough, I'm estimating repairs at anywhere from could be $100,000 to $120,000 on this property. This is a good deal because I think our ARV, our end sales price on what we're gonna be able to sell this thing for once the repairs are done is around $600,000. Should be into this thing for around $420. Who knows, maybe there is some budget creeps that I'll go into in just a second. A projected gross profit of around $150,000 on this deal. As you can see, this thing is a full go. It needs everything. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because this is gonna be a really cool transformation that you get to watch in real time. A couple things that could affect our budget that we haven't got into yet is anytime you're dealing with a country property, you have things, utilities, well, septic. So if you're dealing in the city, you're dealing with public utilities. There's usually no issues with those. Where here, we could do a septic inspection on this and we need to do a whole new septic, right? That could cost us anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000 for a new septic. Same thing with the well. We're gonna cross our fingers that the well's in good working order because that could have a similar price range, depending on how deep you need to drill. So those are still two risk factors that we kind of have laying out there. All in all, I'm happy about this deal. I love the location. I love the property itself. Single story ranch, even though it's completely beat to heck, it should be a good deal for us. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, see ya.